As the Senate moves for sweeping reforms in the organization, administration and function of the Central Bank of Nigeria through an amendment bill to the principal CBN Act 2007, which passed the second reading at plenary on Tuesday, the Senate Committee on Banking, Insurance and Other Financial Institutions also screened nominees for Board of Directors of the Apex Bank. The proposal of 6-year single term for CBN Governor, Deputy Governors and members of Board of Directors of the bank is contained in the bill seeking the amendment of CBN Act 2007, sponsored by Senator Adetokunbo Abiru, representing APC Lagos East Senatorial District in his capacity as Chairman Senate Committee on Banking. Abiru, in his lead debate on the general principles of the bill, co-sponsored by 41 other members of the Legislative Committee, said the idea of 6-year single term for CBN Governor, Deputy Governors and Board of Directors was geared towards reducing political influence on the appointees.
The bill, if passed into law, will further strengthen the bank to carry out its principal objectives in line with Section 2 of the Act, which is to ensure monetary and price stability, issue legal tender currency in Nigeria, maintain external reserves, and also to safeguard the international value of our legal tender and promote a sound financial system in Nigeria.
The bill also proposes that where a vacancy is created by the death or resignation of a CBN governor or deputies, the president can appoint an acting governor in the interim. The proposed law states further that where a substantive appointment is made, such appointment will be for a fresh term rather than serving the previous tenure of a governor or deputy.
My view is that this idea of trying to make one single term for governors and executive officers in Nigeria, we should be able to retain one term of 5 years for governors of central bank. Let it do 5 years and go. Fresh hand will come. If you look at what we were caught up with in the last one that has just left, because he stayed for too long and he now left, we are now crying over a lot of mismanaged policies.
The bill also tends to limit the move around the Central Bank of Nigeria borrowings in form of ways and means.
This bill is actually meant to address the major shortcomings in CBN. Shortcomings that have mitigated, that have worked against the effective functioning of CBN. And I want to believe that if the major issues, amendments suggested here are affected, CBN will be able to operate optimally.
I think this is the best that CBN will have if this come to be an act. Because what is happening at the moment, there is no coordination at all. There is only, just as my distinguished colleague said, Senator Adiola, there is only that resemblance of coordination. But there is no coordination between the managers of our fiscal and monetary policies. And that is why we have been having a lot of policy somersaults.
The bill introduces, for the purpose of coordination of the monetary, fiscal and trade policies, a coordinating committee for monetary and fiscal policies. The amendment bill was read the second time at the Senate on Tuesday and was referred to the Committee on Banking and Finance and Other Financial Institutions for further legislative action. Best Orator, reporting for BTV News.